Good man. And can I have it? Oh, there it is. Come on. Good.
Good.
Mic
Turn your mics on. Penny, you ready?
He's got to make. He's got to take.
Yeah.
You got it. Jason, you ready?
Ready.
Oh, the other Jason, but yeah, now I got two
Oh.
Jason.
Jason one and
I'm ready.
JR, JB. JR, you ready? All right. Let's bring the meeting of the January Delaware County Regional Wastewater to order. Penny, will you call the roll, please?
Pete,
Yes.
Ray,
Here. Present.
here,
Here.
Jason,
Here.
Ron.
Here. Good deal. First thing on the deal is we'd like to welcome Jason Brooks. He is the new appointment from the mayor's office. He'll be with us for the next 4 years. So Jason, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
If you got any questions or anything, you got the guy sitting right next to you. He's got
You got it.
pretty much all the answers. All right, first order of business, first of the year, we're up to election of officers. I would so open the floor.
Make the motion, Bill Walters president, who was vice president last year?
Ray Maynard.
Ray Maynard is vice president and Josh Shelby is treasurer.
I'll second that.
I have a first and a second. Do I have any other nominations? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved. Minutes of the previous meeting that were delivered to you, email December 5th, 2025. Has everybody had a chance to look at them?
Make the motion, we approve the minutes.
Second.
I've got a first and second. Any changes, additions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Approved. Pete, your turn, sir.
No, it's not.
Did you take this one?
Oh, I'd be more than happy to take
I
this
didn't
one.
expect to be treasurer.
Hey, wait, stop, hold up.
You didn't.
I'm getting ready to stop you. The secretary, that to stay the same as last year's slate.
We don't have a secretary.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
And I thought you
sorry.
said secretary.
Well,
I thought-
the secretary, I'm sorry, the secretary, I didn't realize we had a secretary. I make the motion that the secretary be Joe Boyce.
Second.
I have a first and a second on the secretary. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
My apologies,
Okay.
Joe.
No, I was just
didn't
wondering
mean
if we changed things.
Well,
I
and I
know.
did pick up on what Pete did. He
Yeah.
slid that one in there very nicely. I
He wanted
apologize.
He wanted off the
Yeah.
treasurer.
I'm sitting
My-
processing the whole time. I'm like,
Well,
No,
I almost said, do you accept that your face doesn't fit?
well, I was thinking about do I nominate Pete back, but so.
My apologies, Joe.
You,
so,
put that in.
since we sprung this on him first, Pete, if you would give the rundown
Yeah,
of the meeting and
yeah,
John can take
yeah.
over on the next
Be
one.
more than happy to do that. Claims from November 30th through December 31st, 2025 totaling $192,066. Account balances as of January 5th, 2026. Cash operating balance. Josh, if it's not $420,000,
Something's wrong.
something's wrong.
Something's wrong.
There's an improvement fund balance of $2,413,308.04. We have received the December Daleville TIF transfer of $9,411. There has been an Indiana Bond Bank transfer of $18,663.05. We are currently sitting on five $300,000 CD investments, all at Old National Bank, correct? And we have one coming due, 1/21/26. She'll need to get with Jason and Penny because she'll need to get a signature card, and you'll have to. That's part of your new responsibility. And you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
If one of those two can't get over there, that's part of your responsibility.
Sure.
And part of the reason I made sure that this happens, you're in town and I'm not.
That's fine. That's fine.
That's the reason that's done. Anyways, also there's a requirement, I don't know what our current policy is, anything under 4.25.
5.
Under 5.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, yeah, 5%, 4%.
4%. We'll have to discuss it, but they'll take care of it. So,
Sounds like a plan.
all right. So I would make the motion that we approve claims at $192,066.
Second.
Have a first and second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Approved.
That got moved to 3.5%, Pete, and we got 3.9 on this last
On our last one.
one. Yeah,
3.5, and then 3.9.
yeah.
Thank you. First item up, old business ordinance 2025-03 hardship shut-off procedures. Danielle, would you like to review this one?
We are ready. This is.
Uh,
Oh, it was. Sorry.
outside of the normal collection ordinance we have in place, we're currently at the 60 days. The customers will get delinquent notice, 10 days to pay. So we always get the question, payment arrangements. And the current ordinance in place doesn't allow payment arrangements outside of the meeting with the hardship committee. We had a gentleman come in, ask for, had a situation where he was taking care of his brother's house, staying current on his bill, and asked, and the brother was in a medical facility, going through rehab. Danielle pretty much outlined it, saying for situations like this, we don't necessarily have to have a, outside of the collection ordinance, so we can still discontinue that bill to further notice. The highlight of that, though, is it has to have a cap off T already in place, and it has to fall outside of what the current collection ordinance is. It has to be for a medical reason, and if they're current on their bill, then coming to us and not just approaching us when they meet that 60 days delinquent, fall under the current ordinance, collection ordinance.
So it gives a little bit more discretion in extenuating circumstances.
So we introduced it last month, correct? I would
Ready to
make
be
the
adopted.
motion that we approve ordinance 2025-03, the hardship shut-off procedure.
Second.
Have a motion and a second to adopt. Any discussion? Penny, won't you call the roll on this one?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Right, abstain. No,
You can,
that's
you're,
okay.
have every right.
Yes.
Motion approved. Going into new business, surplus equipment.
We had a snow plow I sent out pictures of and everything. When we went and got bids on that truck and purchased a new truck back in November, we asked the dealerships to give us a trade-in price with or without the snow plow. The one that we ended up going with, Hubler, at that time did not want the snow plow, and they were still the highest trade-in amount without the snow plow. We ended up trading in with them, getting the 25,000, and they were very adamant they didn't want the snow plow. So now we've had this plow since probably 2006, and now I got a plow I can't do nothing with. They don't even make a bracket for it anymore. Funny enough is when we got hit with the last snow, they called multiple times running that snow plow. So I got a feeling that if the board approves to put it on surplus, we're gonna get bids on it. I mean, right now I can't do nothing with it anyway, so my recommendation would be go ahead and move it surplus and getting it out of our way.
Make the motion we declare the snowplow surplus.
Second.
Have a first and second. Any discussion?
Are you gonna advertise it? You gonna put it online, or are you just gonna?
Gov deals, we gotta post through certain websites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
We did this with a couple of old pumps and it seemed to do well. There'll be probably be $100 start bid and go from there.
Seeing no other, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Approved.
We got 2 Commonwealth invoices for, as needed for, work for the finishing up at the Camac sewer rehab and lining project. We usually generally only have one because of the way they bill, and us having an extra week because of the holidays. We end up getting their second invoice in that would usually be coming in January. So we have one for 13,760 06 and 5,411.61. Our recommendation is we would go ahead and approve these. This talking with Rob today, we still have retainage out on this project just over $20,000. We got word that they were completed Monday on this, and Sherry's completed the checklist with Commonwealth, and we will be ready to close this out in February.
Make the motion that we approve both bills.
I'll second.
Got a first and second, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approved.
Collections update for this month. We were setting at $278.05 of the entire service area on the cap off list. Last month it was 2,392.22. Both are really in line. The reason that this month's just so low is we were falling at the end of that 10-day collection period, and so collections is really doing great. The only thing I would say, I put 0 disconnected and 0 reconnected. We did get some payments, and we did have 2 reconnected this past month. So outside of that, holidays went well. No necessarily emergency call outs or anything. We got the 2 flow meters installed for the questioned area that's going into the Muncie Interceptor. Those are installed and up and going. Still got one left to do where we had upgraded back in November. And we are working with Danielle to get some clarity. We had a area where we got a DCR WD line going where it's flowing back east into the Muncie Interceptor. The homeowner that the manhole's in, the property that the homeowner's manhole's in, is questioning whether he thought there was a written agreement with us that those manholes could never be raised. I couldn't find anything, and so me and Danielle's currently working through that with this gentleman. He was a little bit upset about the situation of it. I haven't heard back from him since, but we're going to stay in contact, and Danielle's seeing if she can find anything through the stuff that she acquired from Mark.
So far I haven't, but I was gone the last week and a half, so I want to double check.
Where's this location at exactly again?
It'd be east of 67 on Reagan,
Thank you.
on the north side of the road. That's all I
It's
got.
the berries, right? Or next to the berries property.
It was buried.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant.
Roseberry.
Yeah. There's 2 of them.
It's one of them we looked at when we were looking at our own plant. It's one of those properties right there.
Gotcha. Okay, that's it, Jason?
Yep.
Danielle, do you have anything?
Yeah, so I gave everyone a few documents. This isn't for any decision making today, but I wanted to get it in front of you guys and we can make some decisions next month. So Jason and the entire office and myself had a meeting with SRI. SRI has developed a program that so far the county, I believe Muncie Sanitary District has already signed up for, that likely the small towns and pretty much anyone who puts a lien on a property is probably going to be using in this area. What it does is it universalizes the system. So when you get in to check to either put a lien on a property or see if there's a lien on a property or check the amount of the lien, there are different programs right now where everything is held for Delaware County. And sometimes it can be difficult to easily access what you need to find. Same for when title companies are trying to find out if they can close on a property and there's the lien, but it may have been released and it's not in this program or it's not what our records show. So this lien assist program that SRI has created, they came and did a demonstration for us. The program seems like it functions very easily. It is extremely helpful. It allows our district office to not have to oversee and micromanage any of the liens. The nice thing is we are nowhere near the volume of liens that MSD puts on properties a year, but the ones that do, we have had times where sometimes a lien is not put on in a timely manner, and so a property goes to be sold and our lien is never acknowledged because it wasn't processed downstairs. What this does is Davey can input the information into the system that it's time for a lien to be assessed, and it is nearly automatic that SRI would get the queue. Then he can track the progress in this program. I can have access to it. You guys can have access to it, and it walks you through a timeline of them sending a notice, the letters being received, the time periods that are put out. If the person makes a payment to the treasurer's office downstairs, they send out the letter, they do the release of the lien, they process pretty much everything and take care of it internally, and we can just watch this little tracker go along in the process. There's a $5 fee though for every property that they place a lien on. So one of the documents you got is a master service agreement, which SRI has with all of the entities that are going to be using this system. So this is the same agreement that the county has with them. I went ahead and printed out my red line version for you guys to look at. I don't have any substantive changes. A couple of times there's a reference to town when it should be district, because this is what they use for the towns and the county. And then the way SRI does it with their master service agreement is each product that they offer to someone is through an addendum. It's the same thing they do for our tax sales and deed sales and things. So the next thing in your packet is the Lien Assist Program addendum. This just outlines what they do for the Lien Assist Program. The only addition I would like to present to them is in regards to fees. And it's just to make sure they acknowledge we only meet once a month, so they can send their bill, but we can't just turn around and make a payment as soon as we receive the bill, because we have to approve claims through our board meeting. They're used to government work, so I know this will not be an issue, but I want to clarify that in the document. Now, you do not have to participate in this program, but I think the best way to explain it is maybe how I explained it to Bill today is, you need a surgery, but if you want to have it, you have to sign a waiver to go under the knife. So you don't have to participate, but you're going to be stuck in the 90s while the rest of the county and all these other entities are playing in 2025, and you're not going to see what they see. You're not going to be able to access the information that they're accessing. So it will at some point become burdensome for the staff. You don't have that many liens a year, but say you have 50, it just makes their job a little bit harder. This takes a lot of the workload off of Davey and Penny when she's helping with liens. The $5 fee, I think, is really not bad for all that they are going to be doing with the lien. And what we did with the county is in this draft ordinance that I am giving you guys. So to offset that fee so that all of our ratepayers are not essentially burdening themselves with the cost of this, you can institute a lien administrative fee to offset that cost. And what that will do is place that lien admin fee on only the property that's being liened. So essentially the person whose property is being liened, because they're not taking care of their bill, they're going to have an additional fee to pay to get that lien released. So then the rest of the taxpayers are not paying, or the rest of the ratepayers are not paying for that, just the person whose lien went on. Now, this amount is not statutory in the sense that you can or have to charge a certain amount for an administrative fee. So $5 of that fee will go back to the vendor. Right now it's SRI. If you guys choose to go with this program, that vendor may change at some point in the future. So it just says vendor in this ordinance. But the county wanted to be able to accommodate for some of these properties may go up in a tax sale and these liens be removed and you don't ever collect on them. So to offset that difference, they made their fee higher to balance so that they're still not putting a burden on any other ratepayer that's not getting their property liened. The amount in here is not what the county decided to go with. This is what the county started at. They ended up going higher. So they have a $55 fee that goes to the county, $5 to the vendor. So their total fee is $60. I talked with Jason and Penny a little bit. This could be whatever the board wants to do, but most of your liens are recovered. So we are not seeing the district having, 50% of the liens written off to where you have to worry as much about that. So I threw in a $25 fee with $5 going to vendor, $20 going to you guys, but that is just for sake of a sample. But that would be a way for you to recoup your money. So really your ratepayers are not out any money, you're not out any money, but you're participating in the lien assist program.
How much time do Davey and Penny spend, you spend on needs?
I don't have to spend much time anymore. Now, when I was first training them on liens, I spent quite a bit of time with the liens, but I mean, other than a few questions here and there that I will get, I don't have to do a whole lot unless we are releasing something or I'm researching something for a title company or bankruptcies. I spend a few hours a year. My time is insignificant now.
We probably spend more time tracking down the lien after it's been processed, making sure it goes to the treasurers, gets put on the taxes, and we're actually spending with Davey processing it. That's one of those things.
But I mean, how much time is that? Hours.
I would say maybe an hour and a half. I mean, not even. Then if we have a process where we're actually getting payment and the tax sale comes up, Davey might spend maybe 3 hours that month making sure that that they made it to the taxes and all that kind of stuff.
Part of where I'm going is that also helps justify that $20 fee.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It's an administrative
When
fee.
you get
that
to
not
it, like-
only,
Correct.
Not only is it not just covering those who don't pay,
Right.
it also helps cover
Which
If
is,
someone gets wiped out in attack and we lose or whatever.
not only that, but it also helps cover their salary.
Exactly.
which is why the county ended up going higher.
Yeah.
And with what Jason and Penny were saying at lunch, we have around 50 tops a deal.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't.
At that, you're looking at $250 to put the
Yeah.
lien on. The collection comes back at $1,000. I think we're being more than compensated
Right.
for. It's not gouging,
No.
but on the same account, it's being accountable for
Right,
the
it's a
individual's time and taking
deterrent.
them off of some other project.
right. I don't feel like,
People learning that they're going to have another $25 fee if their property gets lien may help deter
correct.
the
And
issue with getting lien.
better tracking of it, not the near running around. If we can get in, and if we don't get on, we're going to be left behind. I mean, it's one of the
Right.
things, as she made it real good. If not, we're going to be doing double the work trying to figure out what everybody else can do, and it's a stroke of the key.
I assume you need to clean these up. That's what you're,
This is what I am proposing to send back as far as my comments are to SRI.
so do you need action from us today?
No, because I didn't get all this done while I was on vacation, I wanted to introduce the program to you guys and explain it. And if you guys have questions, I'll answer. They can answer. I mean, we were all in the demonstration. The only thing to bring back to you for next month would be if you guys want to have a discussion on the amount of the lien that you would like, I can have that ready.
Is it behoove us, I mean, are we in a position where we need to move fast enough that we need to introduce this ordinance, our 2026-1 this month, or are we
That's
just kind of a,
It's completely up to you guys. You can always introduce and adopt next month if you want it. I don't think there's any urgency to this. The county just did their ordinance at not the last meeting, but the meeting before. So a few weeks ago. And they haven't started the actual program yet. So this is all just getting pushed out.
I get a question.
Yeah.
So where exactly right now is the ball being dropped? I keep hearing the treasurer's office or this, that we need a third party, and isn't SRI also the one that's involved with tax sales and all
We-
that anyway?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
they're kind of like they're the ones involved in the tax sales anyway, so.
We've had
whereas
issues
right
in the
now,
past
follow
between
through not
the,
happening.
we've had issues in the past between the,
This you can't say, because
Yeah.
if we're gonna create a fee for something for our customers, where is it, where's the ball being dropped right now?
Our liens weren't getting posted to the taxes the way they should.
And why is
We had a
that?
couple liens drop.
we would get them certified and they wouldn't end up getting,
So we
push-
have to pay extra now for something that's not already supposed to be getting done, is that right?
well,
It's just a valid question.
it allows us to also monitor $5 fee.
I think there's been a gap that's been identified. This is the remedy to close that gap, put everybody on the same page. Is that a fair way of saying
That's
it?
So we're having to fix the problem.
We're having to
also,
fix the
and pay
problem,
for-
and
And
the-
pay for it.
And pay for it at the same time. Now,
Just
with
doesn't
that being
seem
said, the
right.
lien come, I know, but that being said, I mean, like I said, it's going back, and I'm not an advocate, I don't like to put anything extra on
Yeah.
top of anything. I hate to do it, but on the same account,
I
the
will
way it was
also
explained,
tell
it was
you
good.
that when this was presented to the commissioners, it was presented that the $5 fee that the county would pay would be the only fee that was ever assessed. And then we learned otherwise, so we didn't know this was going to be a part of it, that the other entities were gonna have to pay the $5 fee.
Bill, don't you think we need to put a dollar amount so that would help Danielle next month to bring it back?
It's up to the board.
What are you feeling like, Ray? You got a number? You like the $20 number?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, or
And this will
25
go,
total, so I think,
and it'll go into a separate fund, so your $20 goes into a fund specifically to help address
The-
liens. And so it could be paid for salaries, for anything related to anything.
we can budget it for ourselves to go for administrative.
Administrative, supplies,
Yeah,
salaries, I
salaries.
mean, anything related to that.
Please
Yeah.
remember what I said earlier, if we go just on the totals, Jason, if we were just to have 50, say we collected all 50, it's $1,000. Correct? 20, I had 20, because I had 5 going the other way, so it'd be 1,250. If you got all 50 of them back, correct?
Do that. Yeah. So if you got 20 on,
I am from the
50.
government, I'm here to help.
It'd be $1,000.
yeah, it's 1,000.
250 would go.
50
Well,
times
it's $20.
Yeah,
went
it
down
was
the
like
whole
They were
thing.
saying that- No, I think there was confusion in the 25 because 5
Okay.
goes to the service.
I didn't know where the 1250 came from.
Yeah, 250 goes to the service. $5 if you had the 50 is 250, so you would get 20 back, so that's $1,000 on the 50
I can
lien
do
if
that
we
math,
had up
yeah.
to 50 liens.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a major deal, by
Right,
no
it's not a
means.
significant,
When,
right.
when we start talking about size, I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
this is
we're
not something that's gonna.
No,
this
no,
is
we're
very
not hiring
minimal.
another person.
Yeah,
The
that's
reason-
very
Which is no
minimal.
intention, right?
The reason why I brought the ordinance with this was so that this fee wasn't your burden.
Correct, correct.
That's the only way I know to fix this problem,
Yep.
is
Yeah,
to
we-
create this, to put the burden back on the person who's having to be
Correct.
lean.
That is not punishing any of us that are on the system. So this punish, and it's not even punishes. This puts the responsibility of payment on the person that
Right.
does not pay their bills.
And they're gonna
and
have a
then-
lot of deterrent, because they're also gonna have to pay an auditor admin fee that's already been passed. They're gonna have to, if you guys do it, pay this admin fee, I mean, so.
Correct. So,
$20. I make a motion for $20.
For your portion, so
for our
25
portion,
total,
Mhm.
25
which is
total.
how I have it written
Yeah,
here.
the way that she has it written here is 25 total.
That'd be easier on you.
I have a motion on the table.
I'll second it.
I have a first and a second. Any more discussion? Anybody like to weigh in?
Session.
Yes, go
We're
ahead.
not approving the ordinance right
No,
now.
we're
No, no,
approving
no.
the
This
dollar
is just-
amount.
I just wanted some guidance on
Okay.
how to bring it
I
back
got
to
it.
you
Yeah.
guys.
And I think, and that's he set the dollar amount, and I think we weigh, my suggestion would be even for an introduction.
Yeah, we can wait until next month.
And let's see what falls and transpires between this meeting and our next meeting between the commissioners and
Well-
everybody, and give Danielle more time to get more information that's coming out of those groups as well as
Would
the
you
rest of us.
guys like for them to make a presentation at the next board meeting?
That's not my problem. My problem is that we're having to even create this, so I understand us wanting to get back the fees and everything like that. Just, it's irritating to me that all of this is
understand.
even having to be,
Should already be taken
created.
care of.
and yeah, that's my biggest problem.
You know how you fix
I
that,
don't know what
don't
the
you, Joe?
answer was.
I know how I would fix it, but
Well, you gotta run for office.
Yep.
no. But I can be vocal like I am.
Well,
right
that's
now.
true. That's the other option. But
Yeah.
I mean, the one way you fix it, you run for office.
Okay, I have a proper first and second. Is there any other further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion approved at $25.
She's gonna shoot me.
As an update on Watson's, I don't have an update. So I reached out again before Christmas, and I'm assuming Dan was just really consumed with his trial last month. So I'm sure he'll be getting a hold of us soon on that paperwork for Watson's for the.
It's like the never-ending story.
It must be rough being in the
Ex-
landscape.
exact-
Tough time.
Exact same, that's what I was getting ready to, yes. So same deal, neither Mara or I have received an email from them, so I emailed her and got the auto response. She was already out on vacation, so I'm sure she'll be emailing me anytime, but we have not heard from them on setting a date. And she sent an email, I've sent an email, so.
And just so all the board members know, we are still separating out the payment.
Yes,
We are
that
still
will
paying it
continue.
to 268. We are setting the difference aside in a separate account until we
That's
get
correct.
this decided, until we get into arbitration.
And for your benefit, we have an agreement, a long-term service contract with MSD. We just entered into, and after year one, we already have a disagreement as to the proposed new rate. So for 12 months, we have been trying to negotiate the contractual terms of the contract we had just entered into. And so there's a provision that requires us to go to arbitration, which we initiated, I don't know how many months ago at this point, but at this time, the arbitrators have not been very responsive. And so our hands are tied because we're required to go to arbitration. We've been sending emails, but have not been given a date yet. So what happens in the meantime is we pay the rate that we were paying, and then whatever they say we have to pay, that additional portion goes into an account that we are maintaining separate, so that if for some reason arbitration doesn't go in our favor, we have those funds to pay, but if we win, then that comes back to us. So that's what we're talking about.
Thank you. I don't mean to pick, I'm just clarifying. We did not ask to go to arbitration. We were still trying to work it out.
Correct.
They forced us to arbitration. We were still willing to go to the table. We had asked for a meeting. They dropped the arbitration ball on our table. We have once one inflicts it, it's game on. Everything else stops. So we're still waiting. Anything else? Before I get into the finals, I just want to go back on the budget, or back to the deal. You had the budget in there for 2025. Did you want to speak on, that was in the packet that came out? I didn't know if you wanted,
No, that was just December's.
just December's, no, I didn't know if you wanted to address it or not. Okay, I
sorry,
just wanted to make
November.
sure. I was going through all of it. Miss Ashley, Spotted Monkey.
Happy New Year, everyone. So last month we had a few updates, especially with some different closings for the holidays. I hope you all got to see Jason's holiday video as well. He's so good at those. He's like one and done. So
He's learned. Just get it over with.
He's great. I also want to say welcome to the board, Jason. And Jason and Ron, next month I'll bring my camera so we can get a picture for both of you to add to the website. Ron's been dodging that one. And so then
We'll do group photo too, because I didn't have hair in the last one.
okay, yeah, we'll do a group photo, and then if anyone else wants their headshots updated, we can do those next month as well.
Idea, thank you.
Um,
Or pink.
The monthly email
You didn't have
had
here last time either, is that what you
504
said?
opened and 13 clicks. We did have a few unsubscribers. We were up on post views, so I think every time we continue to add more updates to the website, that always helps our website traffic. Are there any other updates or questions?
I get several compliments. People open it up. I think they're getting the information off of it, just like you said. I mean, I think this is one of the best things that we had done over the last 2 years that's given more information to the county residents than anything that we've done.
Thank you.
I just got reminded. I apologize. Mr. Hensley was reappointed also to this board for the next 4 years, but down in Chesterfield. I forgot. You guys are together in the
he's really
4-year term.
excited about it.
I apologize, Ron. I'm so used to seeing you down there. I apologize. I left that one out.
It's permanent.
I did have to make a phone call or two, but you're back. All right, moving on. Commonwealth.
I don't really have a whole lot to report. Jason touched on it. The rehab project in Kamak, as of Monday, is done. They were on site to button up a couple things. They should be uploading some videos. We'll check the video just to make sure the I's are dotted, T's are crossed. But we've been withholding 5% of their contract, which is a little over 20 grand. They haven't requested release yet, but we'll force the issue assuming everything checks out. So next month we'll plan on closing them out. That Royalton project's under warranty now. No issues that I'm aware of. You know, Jason, we're in the middle of winter kinda, so I don't know if you guys want to reconsider rescheduling our little tour so we can kind of showcase some of this work, but you might want to keep that on your radar. Other than that, we were asked late last week to put some costs together for you guys. It didn't get put together in time to get in your monthly packets, but ever since we had identified a handful of projects back for the county commissioners when they were looking to dole out their ARPA funds, one of the initiatives that was on there was looking at rehabbing that Daleville interceptor. And Jason and I have been kind of bouncing around that concept for the last couple of years, but we've always had other irons in the fire. We were asked to put a proposal together to basically inspect about 1.5 miles of it. Starts at Beck Street, I want to say, and then goes all the way west under the interstate, over toward the ball fields there in Chesterfield. Do physical on-site inspections of the line, the manholes, and then take that information and develop some more detailed cost estimates for you guys to consider whenever we decide we're ready to maybe do something. Okay, this doesn't involve physical CCTV of the lines, but that will be vetted when we summarize everything, should you guys authorize us to do this work. But we did put together a fee, and it came up to $34,949, just under $35,000. It's estimated hourly. We're looking at about 2 weeks worth of field work to inspect about 26 structures and the alignment of the line, and then take that information, put together some alternative costs for you guys to consider, and kind of summarize everything in a memo for you. So don't know if that's something you guys want to consider today, but I at least wanted to make you aware. It's something that we've been talking about for a couple of years now. And you know, that line's fairly old. Jason can attest to this. And it's in a location that, regardless of whether or not we get to the point where we're ready to pursue an actual capital project, it's something that you guys are going to need to consider from a maintenance standpoint as far as accessibility. There's quite a bit of it that's located along the river, a lot of trees and brush down in that area, and it's something that needs to be on our radar, especially because it's the line that sends everything to Chesterfield. So if we're able to find anything of significance, there's an opportunity to save yourself some money on a monthly basis based off the metering charges that we're getting. So I don't know if anybody has any questions on that or not. Jason has a copy of our hourly breakdown. I think Bill has a copy of it too, and they can share it with you folks if you want some time to look at it, or I can answer questions now.
Any questions? You remember right, like you said, when we were going through the ARP funds, this is one of the, I think, 5 projects we identified that was going down through there. Like I said, this is the main source. It's the only source, the only way to feed it. If we don't, we have to go backwards. I mean, but we can take it. Why don't we, I mean, we've been going down to it. Why don't we get this, Jason, why don't you get this out to the board? The packet, what he has delivered to you, and why don't we take this up in our next meeting? Gives everybody a chance to digest it, get through it. I mean, I know it's not a great amount, but it's $35,000. But there's some extra work in there, like you said, the woods has grown up, the clearing. I think this is something we need to seriously consider, but I'd like you guys to have time to take a look at it.
And I'm gonna reach out to some. I'm gonna need pretty much specialty loggers. I mean, the trees and the swamp are that bad. Like, we were back there today. Scott was back there today, and walking the riverbed from County Line Road there at the McClure's, heading towards the Ball Diamonds and Chesterfield. I mean, every step is literally knee deep in water. I mean, mud.
Yeah.
And to the capabilities to get in there and maintain that, you know, that easement and do that for 2,100 foot. We have went from County Line Road back to 69 east and cleared out a good bit of that within the last 18 months. But the section County Line Road back towards Chesterfield, I would be afraid to take our equipment in there. I'm gonna have to get a contractor in there to look what it's gonna take to maintain that and get that accessible for emergency situations. And like Rob was saying, we have looked at this. That ductile iron was put in there at 70s, and just have the capabilities to go in there if need be. I got to get somebody in there that knows more about that than I do. It's a wet area.
I mean, with our conversation, I'm like you. I don't see how it's not. I think there's only a 3 to 4 month window that this project can be done.
Yeah.
Period.
It's
So I don't know if that wants to put an emphasis on this because
it's a big deal. Danielle may or may not remember this. Back when we did the sewer project up in Eden, part of that project was rehabbing their interceptor along the Mississinawa, and they literally had to bring mats, big plastic mats, and lay them down along the interceptor along the river just to be able to get their equipment in and out. I mean, like Jason said, he wouldn't want to take his excavator back there for fear of getting it hung up.
And I mean, we're in the middle. Are we good to go now because of bats? I mean, the little black bat, brown bat issue. Can we clear trees right now?
Well, there's that. We were talking about this before the meeting. You know, we're going to want to make sure we don't need a DNR permit
Yeah.
Right.
because you're in the floodplain.
Yeah.
And, you know, just beyond bat season, you know,
Fish.
you can't just go in there and start tearing out trees
Yeah.
without making somebody aware of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm talking about doing, that's down the road.
Right.
But if you guys are to the point where he wants to hire somebody to do some clearing, we need to make sure we're straight with DNR
Yeah.
before you actually
Before
cut
you can do
somebody
that.
loose.
Do we have to get a permit with that being in the floodplain from the DNR?
If you're
You
going to
just
take
notice-
trees out, you need to make sure that you're not going to get in trouble. And then if it, you know, because there's clearings one thing. If you get in there and decide you want to raise manholes, that's another thing because now you're putting something blockage in the floodway. I mean, it's just, we want to make sure we dot our I's and cross our T's before we just go chopping down trees.
Could we add addition to what we're gonna present next month, that you walking us through that process of obtaining these permits?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I
get to
can do
that
that.
point for the clearing.
Absolutely.
Is that something we should start earlier? Because once March hits, isn't it March for the I guess my question is,
It's
do we
like
need to
May,
go-
April or May through September, isn't it?
Yeah. So, I mean, are we,
It depends on how urgent you want. I mean, how long has it been like that,
right?
right? Ever since this district has been created.
Well,
So, I hear you. Exactly. So,
many
yeah, I
gamblers
can,
do I
I can
have on this
update this
board?
to either give you some options
I'm
to
gonna be
walk
out
you
there
through the
tonight.
permitting or just help you. through the permitting.
January.
Well, one of the things we've been doing is not letting things or ignoring situations
Yeah.
anymore with this board and the leadership
Yeah.
and everything, so,
I mean,
if it needs to be addressed,
right.
Yeah.
I literally wrote, and it was, my next comment is what's next, right? We've done a good job, Royerton, Camac, Westbrook.
600 for you.
Right, like what's next? We need to have
this is our last main line.
this is our last main line. What's next? This one's next. We need to be thinking about it, and we need to put a long-term plan of either growth. We've talked about Westell as a project, but then
We
how do
started a comprehensive plan for
Plan.
you guys, but it's been several years
Yeah,
ago.
we
and
need to
it's
get
something
back-
We need to get it updated.
Yeah, we need to get back and
Because
into
we
that
looked at
update.
areas like Wheeling, for
Right.
example. What's going on out there?
So I kind of want to think about this twofold in that thought and vein. So I honestly don't have a problem with the 35,000 signing off on it today to get that started.
You're a board member, is it? The
So,
board, the floor's open.
I'll make the motion to approve the 35,000.
I'll second that.
Wow, I got a motion and a second right off the bat. Okay, let's go in discussion more.
34,949.
Not to exceed, because it's
Not to
hourly,
exceed.
right?
Yeah, we would do
35,000.
it. I would put together a task order under our general services
Yeah.
agreement with you guys, and we would do it that way. Sure.
No.
Right. I'm not charging.
Go ahead, Dan.
This wouldn't include the
No.
DNR permitting. We could work something out separately on that. The fees on that kind of permit are nominal. And even then, if we're gonna do, if the motion is a not to exceed, we can work up to that point, and if we want to tack on, I can make you guys aware, hey, we're at 80% of that not to exceed, just FYI. So.
Right.
So Pete, your motion was not to exceed 35,000,
Yeah.
and Ray, yours is second that,
Yes.
correct? Okay. Any further discussion, questions? Jason, I'm not picking on you. No, you knew, but this is. Well, I want to give you time.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Put my trust in Pete.
Do
Okay.
you,
Yeah, whoa, 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 whoa.
That's a mistake.
Take that back. I take that back.
hey,
Pick on
Bill.
somebody else.
on the motion, do you want to modify it to authorize him to sign the task order once you guys approve the amount?
Yes, I'll amend to give, who needs to sign it?
Bill will
Bill?
sign it.
Yeah, to give Bill the approval to sign the task order.
Second.
First and second. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Approved. Please get the task order together and get it to Jason.
Thank you.
Jason, please get that information still though. Put the packet together and get
Yeah.
it out so the board has all the documents in front of them, please, for the
Rob,
next
can you give
meeting.
this to me in PDF? Yeah, thank you.
All right, coming down, we had we didn't have any committee meeting reports needed. Because we've got everything done. I don't think we have any outstanding. Board members. we're
Yeah.
at the end of the schedule. You have the table, floor is yours.
Okay, so going back to this, I want to see us put a group together that looks at a long-term plan. I'd like to update a comprehensive plan and what we're looking at for the next 1, 3, 5 year. What we should be doing. I'd like to work with Rob, whether that's putting a proposal together or what we should be doing. I think.
All right, so we need a long-term plan committee. Pete, you'll be the first one on it.
I'm gonna tell you that that's probably a mistake because this is probably my last year. So as much as I appreciate it, I don't know that the town will reappoint me, nor do I know that I'm gonna be able to get back here as much as I probably would like to do.
Would you be
so-
available for the remainder of this year? Because I don't see this coming out. I don't think this will take us longer than this year to get it put together, sir.
You did say 1, 3, and 5.
That's a
All right,
bummer.
I will, yes, I'll be on it, but I'm more than happy to be on it, yes. So let's go with
Okay.
that, but
I've got Pete. Do I have any other volunteers for the long-term
I'll
plan?
nominate Jason, our new board member.
Jason, would you like to be on that committee? Take a look at it? Thank you. And I
Thank
need,
you for trusting
That's
Pete.
right.
Who pulled you down that rabbit hole?
and I would like to, I guess I'll stretch out there. Josh, you haven't been on a committee
I'm fine with
yet. I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
Ray and the rest of us all, I'd like to spread it around. Would you take that position?
Yeah.
All right, Josh Talbot.
Absolutely.
All right.
so,
That long-term control plan committee will be Pete Olson, Jason Brooks, and Josh Talby. Thank you, gentlemen.
Ron, you're thrilled with that one.
Oh, yeah.
He's just thinking about his vacations coming
what's
up.
that?
All right.
Yeah,
is there,
Jason's gonna run it. Let's be very clear, Jason Richards is gonna run that plan.
is there any other business the board has?
Anything? Oh, also on the tour, that should include a introduction for Jason Brooks, and it's a good idea. Like, not only should it do that, but kind of how we budget and give them the full rundown. So
Well, that and I think if when you talk about doing the drive around that
Yeah.
we want to do, if we do that in April, that'll give him a good look at the lift stations, everything.
Yeah.
We go through
Yeah.
all the buildings. If you'll be able to make that with us, we can get that all rescheduled again on a decent day. Okay. Anybody else? Audience. Yes, sir. Please. I'm sorry.
Dan Flanagan appointed your liaison again. Sorry for your
By
luck.
the council.
Yes.
Sorry for the
I
loss.
watched you just say yes to that.
There you go. Seeing no other business before this board, I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
Motion.
We got a first and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. We are adjourned.